Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a brand new video. Today we have a Vinyasa flow practice where we're going to be working a little bit of everything. We are going to work up to our king pigeon pose. So that is pigeon pose with that overhead grip. So we're going to work on really opening across the front of the body, the hip flexors, the quads, as well as the outer hips and glutes, which are all essential elements of this pose. But with that all being said, if this pose is not what you desire, you don't want to do it, you don't like practicing it, or you just don't feel the urge to kind of get into the depth of the pose, you can still do this practice. It's a great all-rounder practice. As I said, we're going to target all these parts of the body, which essentially is going to benefit us all. So do have a block handy or a bolster handy if you want one. Just for this kind of first pose, grab a strap if you want to work on that overhead grip in your pigeon pose. And apart from that, just grab yourself, grab your mat, pop on a good uplifting playlist and meet me in a kneeling position at the back of the mat. Okay, so we're going to start our practice a little bit differently than usual today. We're going to come forwards into our Anahata Asana, our puppy pose. So bring your knees underneath your hips. Walk your hands forwards, and then melt your forehead onto the floor. Or if that's a little bit too much too soon, you can place the forehead onto your block or maybe your cushion or bolster. And then from there, I want you to just walk your hands together, drop your elbows to the floor, bring your palms to touch, and then bring your thumbs towards the base of the skull. So you're working into the tricep muscles. Once you're there, have a wiggle around, press the chest down towards the floor. And then as you would any other meditative pose, just allow the eyes to close. And we'll just take a few moments here just to settle in. So a deep opening, a deep stretch. Just begin to notice all the sensations. Notice how it feels to start maybe a little bit differently than you're used to. And then just try to find softness through the parts of the body that you can find softness. And then just begin to connect with your breath. Beginning to find deeper, longer, smoother breaths. Maybe switching on Ujjayi breath if that's familiar with you. But just really find a nice quality and smoothness in your breath. And we're just going to stay here for about 3 more rounds of breath. Maybe you can fall into it a little bit deeper. Maybe you can soften a little bit more. And then on your next exhale, just slowly release the palms back to the front of the mat. Press into the hands, look towards the thumbs, and then just begin to walk your hands all the way up into your tabletop position. From there, tuck the tailbone, draw the chin to the chest, find your cat pose, round the upper back as you press the floor away. Just a nice little counter pose for that one. Beautiful, and then find a nice neutral position. Go ahead and tuck your toes under and then just lift your hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog. And then once you get there, just pedal out through your legs, give the hips a little shake. Take any movements here that you want to take just to get into the body, noticing what you're working with, how you're feeling. Lovely. And then eventually find stillness. Spread and press through the fingertips. Lift your tailbone high. Let's together take a deep breath in. And a big sigh, let it go. On your next inhale, wave your body forwards, come to plank pose. And then exhale, lift your hips up and back, come into downward facing dog. Again, inhale, wave your body forwards, come to plank pose. Exhale, wave your hips up and back into your down dog. Inhale again, wave forwards, come to plank pose. And then this time, exhale, lower to your belly, knees can be up or down. Untuck your toes, inhale for your first round of cobra, elbows bent, chest lift. And then exhale, just wave it all the way back down, chest and chin come last. We'll just do that twice more. So as you inhale, wave to your cobra, opening the chest. Exhale, wave it all the way back down. And then one more time, inhale, wave to cobra. And then this time, exhale to your knees, tuck your toes, lift back into downward facing dog. On your next inhale, look forwards. And then exhale, just walk your feet all the way to the front of the mat. Once you get there, take your feet about hip distance apart, bend your knees, and then interlace the fingers behind the lower back. Draw the fists up and forwards and just let the head hang heavy and just kind of find this forward fold here, opening the shoulders. Maybe sway a little bit side to side, maybe find stillness, just kind of easing your way in. Perfect, and then eventually find stillness if you found movement. Release the arms to the floor. Tuck the chin to the chest and just begin to roll vertebrae by vertebrae all the way up the spine, just letting the head and the neck be the last thing to come up. Find Tadasana, your mountain pose, and just remember as we move, as we flow, modify, adjust, add in what you want to add in and take away what you want to take away. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. On an inhale, send your arms to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, nose to knee. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step the left foot back, drop the left knee to the floor. Inhale, low lunge, starting with lunge salutations, just to get into the hip flexors a little bit more. Exhale, hands down, step back to high plank, either chaturanga or lower to the belly. Inhaling, coming into your back bend, maybe upward dog now, drawing the chest forwards. And then exhale, lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. On your inhale, reach your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, right foot steps forwards, back knee drops. Inhale, low lunge, send your arms to the sky, chest forwards. Exhale, hands down, step the left foot forwards, forward fold. Inhale, circle the arms to standing, reach up, palms might press. Exhale, forward fold, follow the breath straight back down, finding some rhythm. Inhale to halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, step the right foot back, drop the right knee to the floor. Inhale, low lunge, send your arms high. Exhale, hands down, chaturanga, slowly lowering half or all the way down. Inhaling, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling into your downward facing dog. Inhaling the left leg high to the sky. Try to relax the right heel. Exhale, left foot steps forwards, drop the right knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, send your arms to the sun. Exhale, hands down, step the right foot forwards, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up, palms might press. Exhale, forward fold, follow the breath straight back down. Inhale to halfway lift. This time exhale, step or jump back, landing or lowering into your chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhaling into your downward facing dog. Just a few rounds of classical Surya Namaskar A. Just really setting the tone and the rhythm of the breath, of the movements. Just taking a full breath in and a full breath out. On your inhale, lift your heels, look to the thumbs. Exhale, bend the knees, walk, step or hop to the front. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, circle the arms to standing, reaching up. Exhale, refold, follow the breath all the way to empty. Inhaling to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step or hop back, lowering down half or all the way. Inhaling, cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhaling into your downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. And a slow breath out. On your inhale, raise your right leg high to the sky. As you exhale, bend your right knee, open your hip. Try to relax your left heel down towards the ground. Take an inhale, press through the hands. And then exhale, step that right foot to the outside of the right hand. As you inhale, press into the right foot, send your right arm to the sky. Option to stay here, or as you exhale, pivot to the little toe edges of both feet, lowering the left hip as you reach the right arm back. Nice deep stretch and opening across the right outer glutes, the right outer hip. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Nice. On your inhale, lift the hips, right arm back to the sky. Exhale, right hand back down to the floor. Inhale, three-legged dog. Sweep that right leg all the way up and back behind you. And then exhale, step the right foot forwards between the thumbs. Stay on the ball of the back foot. This time, crescent lunge. Inhale, rise all the way up. And as you exhale, just open the arms, cactus the arms, slightly bending the elbows. This is Prana Mudra, so just feel the breath, feel the energy. Little tuck of the tailbone, take a deep breath in. Open the mouth, let it go. And then inhale, send both arms back to the sky. Exhale, hands down, step forwards into your forward fold. Inhale, circle the arms to standing, reach up, tailbone long. Exhale, Uttanasana, follow the breath all the way down. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back, landing or lowering chaturanga. Inhaling to cobra or upward facing. Exhaling into downward facing dog. This time inhale the left leg high to the sky. Exhale, bend the left knee, again opening the hip. Think about a little tuck of the tailbone just to lengthen the lower back and find a deeper stretch through that left hip flexor. Take an inhale, press the floor away. Exhale, left foot to the outside of the left hand. Keep the chest drawing forwards, press into the right hand. This time inhale, left arm up to the sky. You can stay here, otherwise pivot to the little toe edges of both feet. Lower the right hip as you reach the left arm towards the back of the room. Really deep stretch through the left outer hip, the left outer glute, and a little stretch through the right side body. Take a full inhale. And exhale. Perfect. On your inhale, lift your hips, left arm back to the sky. Exhale, hands down, 10 toes facing forwards. Inhale, three-legged dog, lift that left leg up and back. And then exhale, step the left foot forwards between the thumbs. Inhale, crescent lunge, rising up. Exhale, separate the arms, open the chest, slight bend into the elbows. Really feel the shoulders engage behind you. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. On an inhale, reach your arms back to the sky. Exhale, hands down, step the right foot forwards, forward fold, nose to knee. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up to standing, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, release your arms, mountain pose, Tadasana. Take a full inhale. And then just open the mouth, exhale, let it go. Beautiful, let's keep breathing. Inhale, circle the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back. You can go straight to down dog or lower through chaturanga. Inhaling upward facing or cobra. Exhaling into downward facing dog. This time inhale, the right leg lifts high to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot forwards, turn the back heel flat. Bend into that front knee as you inhale, rise to warrior one. And then as you exhale, bend your right elbow. Bring the palm to the upper shoulder blades. Option 1, left hand on top of the right elbow. Option 2, cow face arms. Left hand comes down and around and you're holding onto the fingertips or your shirt or a strap. Once you're there, keep your warrior one legs. Lift the chin slightly and just feel that right shoulder open. Taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Again, inhale. And exhale, really nice. On your inhale, release the arms back to the sky, warrior one. Exhale, circle the hands down, around, interlace the fingers. On an inhale, lift the fists, the chin, the chest. Exhale, bow to the inside of your right thigh for humble warrior. Once you're there, let the crown of the head hang. Let the fists fall over the head with gravity. Taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Beautiful. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release the hands down to the floor. Pivot onto the back toes. Inhale, look forwards. And then exhale, standing split. Lift the left leg up and back behind you. Let the crown of the head drop down towards the mat. Think about heavy head, heavy neck, and then using your left glutes to lift the left leg higher. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Perfect. On an inhale, bend both knees slightly, look forwards. And then begin to draw that left knee all the way up into the chest. Finding that one-legged standing balance, holding there, finding the balance. And then bending the right knee, placing the left ankle on top of the right knee. Once you're there, send your bum back, your chest forwards, and maybe come down, bringing the left elbow to the knee, right elbow to the ankle. But just go to where you need to go to feel the stretch, feel the openness. Good, and just breathing in and breathing out. Again, inhale and exhale. Beautiful. On your next inhale, draw the left knee to the chest, send your arms to the sky. And then exhale, warrior three. Send the left leg behind you, bring your hands to the heart. Find a moment of balance there. I know that right leg's been working a lot. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, step the left foot back, release the hands to the floor. On an inhale, step back to high plank position. Exhale this time all the way down to the belly, one straight line, or drop the knees. Interlace the fingers behind the lower back. And then inhale, lift the fists, the chin, the chest. Stay there, or as you exhale, lift the legs, the thighs for your bound Shalabhasana, bound locust pose. Good, the only thing that's on the floor is the hips. Everything else is lifting up. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, release the hands. Take yourself back into downward facing dog. Good, take a deep breath in. And a big sigh, let it go. On your next inhale, left leg lifts high to the sky. Exhale, left foot steps forwards, back heel drops. Inhale, warrior one, rise up. Exhale, bend into the left knee, and then bend your left elbow, bring the palm between the shoulder blades. Again, use your right hands to draw the elbow down, or cow face arms, right hand comes around behind you. And then wherever you are, see if you can lift the chin slightly as you bend into that left knee. Good, and then just feel the stretch, feel the openness, and then slow down your breath. Really, really nice. On your next inhale, release your arms back to warrior one, And then exhale, circle the hands down, interlace the fingers behind the spine. Inhale, draw the fists up, back, lift the chest. Exhale, humble warrior, bow to the inside of the left thigh. And again, just let gravity do the work, pressing into the feet, breathing in, breathing out. One more inhale. On your exhale, release the hands down to the floor. Pivot onto the right toes, lift the right heel. Inhale, look forwards. And then standing split as you exhale, lifting the right leg up and back behind you. And again, see if you can let gravity take over in the head and neck. Engage the glutes as you lift that right leg high. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Good, and then inhale, look forwards, bend both knees. We're coming up, standing one-legged balance, drawing that right knee into the chest. Take a moment to find your balance. And then flex the right foot, place right ankle on top of left knee. Sit your bum back, draw your chest forwards, and then begin to come into the pose, the place that feels good for you, where you can feel the work happening. Good, and then once you're there, find your drishti and just breathe, settle in. Beautiful. On your next inhale, standing up, draw that right knee into the chest. Exhale, warrior three, last little bit, really strengthening that left leg, glutes. Good, hold it there for one more inhale. And then exhale, slowly step the right foot back, hands to the floor. Inhale, plank pose, step back. Exhale all the way down to the belly. Separate your feet about hip distance, maybe a little bit wider. And then this time bend the knees, bring the heels towards the bum. Grab hold of the feet or the ankles, setting up for your bow pose. And then when you're ready, inhale, lift the chin and the chest. And then exhale, kick the shin bones to the back of the room, hands into the feet, feet into the hands. Really opening up across the whole front of the body. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good, one more breath in. And then exhale, slowly release. Release the hands underneath the shoulders, release the hips. Just give the hips a little wiggle from side to side. Good, and then bring your feet a little bit closer together. Hands under the shoulders, engage your thighs, engage your glutes. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a big sigh, let it go. Really, really nice. On your inhale, raise your right leg high. Exhale, bend your right knee, open the hip. Option to stay here. Otherwise, shift your shoulders over your wrists and then flip your dog, wild thing. Right foot steps behind you, head hangs heavy. Just let the heart open. Good, breathing in. And breathing out. Nice, and then look towards your left thumb. On an inhale, begin to draw the right knee towards the chest. Keep your right arm reaching forwards and then step your right foot next to your left thumb. Bring your right fingertips as far forward in front of your mat as you can. And then half moon pose, shift the weight into the right leg. Lift the left foot, left arm to the sky and open up across the chest. Option to stay here, option to bend the back knee. Ardha Chandra Chapasana, grabbing the inside edge of that left foot. Good, just breathing in. And breathing out. Good, if you've got hold of the foot, release the foot. Take one more inhale wherever you are. And then exhale, bend the right knee, step the left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, warrior two, rise up. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step back to high plank, lower through your chaturanga. Inhaling up dog or cobra. Exhaling downward facing dog. Last little bit like this. Let's inhale that left leg high to the sky. Exhale, bend the left knee, open the hip. Stay there, or again shift the body weight forwards and then flip your dog. Open up, let the head hang heavy. Breath in. And breath out. Perfect. On your inhale, look down and forwards. Begin to draw that left knee into the chest. Keep the left arm reaching forwards, forwards, forwards. Left foot steps to the top of the mat. Left fingertips come down. Shift the weight into the left foot. And then half moon pose. Lift the right arm, right leg up to the sky. Good. And then again, stay there or bend that right leg. Ardha Chandra Chapasana. Kicking the hand into the foot into the hand. Take one more inhale. Exhale, warrior two. So release that right leg, slow transition. Bend the left knee, step the right foot back. Inhale in your warrior two, spread the arms. And then exhale, hands down, step back to plank, either down dog or lower chaturanga. Inhaling up dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Beautiful. From down dog, inhale, look between the thumbs. And then lower 1 or 2 at a time, your elbows down to the floor. Once the elbows are down, look towards your toes. Lift your heels and begin to walk your toes close towards your face. You can have a little bend into the knees. Think about drawing the chest towards the thighs. Really think of this as a shoulder opener. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more inhale. And exhale. Nice. Begin to walk your feet towards the back of the mat. Look towards the thumbs, and then 1 or 2 at a time, lift the forearms, coming into downward facing dog. Perfect. And then from there, look forwards, and then just draw your right shin forward, setting up for your pigeon pose. Feeling the release in the arms. And of course, if you've got a block or a cushion, place it underneath the right sit bone if you feel that you're falling over to one side. Good. Now from here, keep the left toes tucked for a moment. Press actively into the right shin bone, lifting the chest. Now, if you've had enough, fair play to you. I don't blame you. You can either stay sitting upright or you can come down for a few breaths in your sleeping pigeon pose. If you are wanting to come into the back bend or a variation of the back bend, then you're going to look towards your left foot, bend your left knee and grab the big toe edge of the foot. This might feel like enough. If you can, begin to draw the heel towards the bum. Maybe the foot comes into the inner elbow and you're coming into this mermaid variation. Palm faces forward, chest draws forward, you might stay there. Or maybe the right arm reaches up and then you meet the fingertips like so. And if this is enough, then of course, this is one of my favorite poses, mermaid pose. You stay here, you breathe. If you want to, of course, you can grab a strap, place the strap around the left foot, hold the strap in the left hand, turn the chest, and then you're aiming for the elbow to be towards the sky. Stay there, or you can, of course, take the strap into both hands, working on that overhead grip. And then if you've got the grip with both hands, eventually just begin to walk the hands down the strap, and then eventually you might be able to find your toes. Long time coming, took me a long time to get there. But just work with where you're at, and then we're going to spend about 3 more breaths here. Really nice. And then slowly, try not to collapse out of it. Release your pose, your mermaid, your king pigeon. If you're laying down, come up onto the palms. Tuck the left toes, press into the hands, and just step back to tabletop position. Give the hips a little shake. Maybe a circle motion of the hips. Beautiful. And then lift your hips up, come back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, look forwards, and then draw the left shin forwards, coming into pigeon on the other side. And then again, use your blocks, decide where you want to go. Maybe you just want to lie down and have a few moments in sleeping pigeon. Otherwise, this time, look towards the right foot. Bend the right knee, hand comes to the big toe edge of the foot, and again you either stay here or you bring the foot to the inner elbow, chest drawing forwards again. Maybe left arm reaches up, maybe it meets the right hand for mermaid pose. Or again, maybe you want to work on that king pigeon, taking the strap around the right foot, Start by holding it into the right hand, draw the chest forwards, and then see if you can lift the right elbow up to the sky. You might stay here, or maybe left arm comes up and over as well. Draw the elbows close towards your ears, chest drawing forwards, and then same, you might begin to walk the hands down the strap. Good, and again, wherever you are, we just hold for about 3 deep breaths here. Really nice, and then slowly try not to collapse. Release your variation of the pose. If you're sleeping, come up onto the palms. Tuck the right toes under and then just step it back again. Tabletop position. Nice big hip circles or any other movements that you need to take. Beautiful, and then from there bring your big toes together, send your bum to your heels, come into child's pose. Maybe your arms come beside you, backs of the hands next to the feet, and you just curl yourself up into a little ball. And just for a moment, just feel everything, feel the energy, the heat, the openness. Slow the breath down, bring it back to a steady rhythm. And then eventually just slowly roll up into a kneeling position. Release your legs out long, coming into a seated position. Now, if you do have a block or a bolster, my favourite way to do this pose is to place that bolster or block or cushion or whatever you've got underneath the knees. And then with a rounded spine, we're just going to walk ourselves forwards and come into a really soft, gentle forward fold. And just notice how maybe your eyes have closed automatically, just allowing yourself to tune inwards. And just take a moment here to notice and observe the practice. Notice how you're feeling. Knowing that whatever happened, whatever didn't happen, doesn't matter. What matters is that we show up and we continue to show up, not to do fancy poses or these cool, crazy shapes. These are all fun, and of course I love them as much as the next person. But it's to show up, to keep committed, disciplined, strong, not just physically, but mentally as well. And you did that today, so just thank yourself for that. When you're ready, just tuck the chin to the chest and just roll all the way up. And then just lie all the way down onto your back. Hugging your knees into your chest, give yourself a little squeeze here, little rock from side to side. And then we'll just finish with a little spinal twist. So drop both knees over to the right. Maybe you gaze over the left shoulder, just soften both shoulders down to the floor. And then slowly draw the knees back to center, just switching sides, taking the knees over to the left. And then drawing the knees back to center, giving yourself a final hug and just taking any final movements, poses, stretches that you need to take. Always pause me if you need a little bit longer time to explore. And then eventually, in no rush, we'll just release the legs to the bottom of the mat, making your way into your chosen position for Savasana. And just be in a position that you can find comfort and stillness. Once you're there, close the eyes, take a deep breath in. And then exhale through the mouth, just let everything go. And just enjoy a final few moments of complete release. If you'd like to stay for longer, please stay. Otherwise, just begin to reawaken, moving fingers, toes, circling ankles and wrists. Eventually bending the knees, either bringing the feet flat to the floor or just hugging the knees into the chest. And then with the eyes closed, just transition back to a comfortable seated position. Kneeling, cross-legged, however feels good, and just find length through your spine. And once you're seated, just bring your hands to heart center And this is where we leave the practice behind. It's happened, it's over, it doesn't matter anymore. But take with us the courage, the discipline, the focus, the strength, and the openness that we found through the rest of our day, through the rest of our week, and into the rest of our lives. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. The light in me honors the light in you.